Hey everyone, welcome back to Anxiety Art Adventures. Today is awesome. I'm so excited to show this to all of you. I had my very good friend and also fellow content creator Brox sent me a package in the mail, and my friend Sean was nice enough to go by my P.O. box and pick it up. So I actually got this. He just brought it over to me today. This is the Norwegian version of Geomorphia, and May did a flip through of this book on her channel, and I'm going to highlight her channel down below, so please go visit May's YouTube channel. She is a wonderful content creator. She is a just outstanding colorist, and she diamond paints, so please check her out. I just adore her, and I can't say enough about May, and just especially to see the progress that she's had over the years from coloring is just phenomenal. So anyway, she sent me the Norwegian copy of Geomorphia. And as all of you that have followed me for a long time know, I'm a huge Kirby Rosanis fan. I collect his books. I do not have this book. But this book is very special because May actually had her colored pages published in this book. So I'm going to show those to you, and then we're going to compare the difference between the Norwegian version of Geomorphia and the US version of Geomorphia. So, okay, so she sent me this. It says, "To Laura, love, May Brox." She actually signed it for me. Yay. Okay, so what Kirby did with the Norwegian version of this book is the same that he did for the US version of Color Morphia. He took his fans that have colored pages out of his books, and he portrays them in this copy, which is phenomenal. And I hope he continues to do this in all of his books. And all of this is in Norwegian, so I can't read a word of it. I have no idea what it says. I could look it up and Google Translate it, but I'm not going to do that. I get the idea. So, okay, so this is from one of his fans that color that. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay, let me get to, okay. This is what May colored, the basilisk. Now, as many of you know, the basilisk in the US version is in Mythomorphia. So I'm actually working on this page in Mythomorphia, and I have it somewhere. I'm not going to pull it out now. But this is what May colored and got published in the Norwegian version of Geomorphia. Is that not fantastic? Look at the shading that she did from the dark red to the orange to show the highlights. Oh my gosh, it just looks, it's just perfect. I mean, it just shows this dark, dismal background, like a burnt landscape almost. Just incredible, incredible. Just, I just can't say enough about how awesome this is. Beautiful job, May. Just fantastic. And just how she, like I said, with the detail and the highlights and the shading and just... And the other thing I love about this is that you can see it's not perfect. You can see the imperfections, like there's some white space, which is great, throughout the colored page. So Kirby's publishing company did not touch any of these up that I know of. So this is one that she got published. She actually got two published in this book. So I'm going to show that to you. This is another one of another fan of Kirby's. That is just gorgeous. Oh my gosh. I think this one is out of Phantomorphia in the US. Look at that. Now I actually colored this page out of excuse me, out of Mythomorphia. Nowhere near as nice as this one. Look at that. Isn't that just fantastic? Holy cow. With the greens and the blues. Stupendous. Okay. This is the one that the other one that May colored, which is, it's the mountain with the troll's face out of it. And this one is I'm pretty sure this one is in Mythomorphia as well. But this is actually the other one that May colored. Isn't that just beautiful? Again, with the shading and showing the light source. And the waterfall, look at that. I'm just overwhelmed. Overwhelmed, first of all, that May sent this to me. I mean, she shipped this to me from Norway. It's just, I feel so honored to have a copy of this. Because I saw her flip through of this and watched her video. Sorry, my computer needs air. Give it a second. This computer. I saw her flip through of it on her channel and showing where her, her colored pages were published in the book. And I was like, that is just so great. So of course I commented on her video and congratulated her and all of that. But she was so nice to send me a copy of this book. This is going to be treasured in my collection of Kirby books for sure. So yeah, those are the two that May published. But I am going to flip through this with you because this book is very different from Geomorphia. It's very mindful of color morphia. So in this book, in the Norwegian version, he has added all the pages, not all the pages, but pages from all of his books instead of just Geomorphia. So with just Geomorphia, this is the US version, it's just, and I haven't colored in this book. I'm personally not a fan of the US version of this book. As you can tell, this book is a little bit bigger, the US version. I'm not a huge fan of this book. I just don't really like the images. I mean, some of them are cool, but I have not colored in this book. So they're all like, they're like earthy scenes and got some geometric shapes to them. Now that one's pretty cool. I have seen some people color that one. So yeah, this is probably my least favorite book of Kirby's. So anyway, so this one, the Norwegian version, reminds me of Color Morphia. So he has added images from all of his books into this book, which is fabulous because it gives you a taste of, instead of having to buy all of his books, you can just buy, you could buy this book, you could buy Color Morphia, which does the same thing. Just fabulous. The dragons. I love the dragons. I colored this dragon. Because today I was going to do a video showing you a large portion of pages that I have colored. And then I got this in the mail and I wanted to show this to you. So I'll do that next week. And there's the fish page. I love that page. Not a fan of the spider page. But still, I mean, it's such a great book. And I can add it to my collection of Kirby books. I do collect Kirby books. So the only... trying to think. I have the UK version of Worlds Within Worlds that my nice friend Lisa Bradley sent me, and I think I've got a UK version of Mythomorphia, and now I've got a Norwegian copy of Geomorphia. I did that page. I love this page. I totally want to do this page. It's so detailed and a 2-page spread. It's going to take forever. I'm working on this page too. Yes, Mythomorphia. There's the dragon. Love that. And the full wolf that's in Phantomorphia. So some of these images are from Mythomorphia, Phantomorphia, Imagimorphia. Yeah. So it's nice, like I said, to have that variation. This is gorgeous too. If I wasn't so intimidated by that, I would totally do that page. It would take me so long to finish it though. So long to finish it. And this is laid out completely different from the US version of Color Morphia. It's awesome. Now that's the full image of the polar bear, 2-page spread, whereas in the US version, I think you only get, let me just double check. I think you only get half of it because, yeah. So that's the full version, right? Which is amazing. In the US version of Geomorphia, you only get half the page. So you don't get the rest of it. I mean, yes, less to color, but I like the full image gives you, you know, the whole scope of what it would look like. It's very cool. Oh yes, the unicorn. Love the unicorn. Okay, so yeah, both of these are in the US version of Geomorphia. That's in Phantomorphia. This one is in Geomorphia as well. This one I think would be really cool, the dinosaur skull with the trees. Okay, I think this one, I think that one's in Phantomorphia. I'm not sure. There's so many different ones. So many different books. Okay, now the other cool thing about this book is in the back of this book, he gives you some pages out of Worlds Within Worlds, which is awesome. So all of these are from his new book, which was released in March. Love it. I do say, and I've said it before, I think Worlds Within Worlds is my favorite Kirby book so far. Love the cat page. Love the cat page. The monkey, that's what's on the front cover of Worlds Within Worlds. The anteater. Just amazing. And like I said, all of this is in Norwegian. It looks like the publisher, okay, so Lom Art, which also does the UK versions, but then they also use Orage. So anyway, May, I can't thank you enough for sending me this book. I also want to show you, she sent some goodies with it. This is a little card she sent, and I don't know if you can see that up close, but it's got some shiny shimmer to it. I'm fairly certain she drew this herself. And on the back, she wrote a nice note to me saying, Dear Laura, I think this one should be in your collection just because I know you love Kirby. Big hugs from your friend May. So that is beautiful. Beautiful. May, you're going to have to tell me how you did this on this card. And then she also sent me, oh my gosh, so cute. Look, gifts from Norway. Can you see that? They're 2 trolls. It's a refrigerator magnet, but it's handmade. And it's got all of this fuzzy hair. Oh my gosh. Isn't that adorable? That's just what's holding it onto the card. They don't have a noose around their neck or anything. Isn't that cute? Oh my gosh. May, thank you so much. I'm going to put this on my fridge and I'll always look at it and think about you. So cute. Oh my gosh. So yeah, that was my Happy Mail that was sent from May Brox. So thank you, May, so much. I'm just flabbergasted. And again, I can't believe not only did you get 1, but you got 2. 2 of your images put in this book. Holy cow. That's just amazing. Amazing. So, for those of you that don't have a Kirby book, I highly recommend getting one. And if you were to get one, I would say go ahead and get either this one, Color Morphia, which gives you a broad range of different different images from his books. Oh yeah, there's the tree I'm working on over here. Yeah. or Worlds Within Worlds. So I would do one of those. The Color Morphia has colored pages from, you know, from his fans in it, which is fantastic. Look at that. Look at that gorilla. Oh my goodness. So, but I definitely wanted to highlight this, what I got from May, showing that she was published in his book in the Norwegian version. I know, I just keep saying it over and over. It's amazing. But like I said, I mean, this is in no way, shape, or form the same as the US version of Geomorphia. Geomorphia to me, it's like too many rocks and too many pointy gem-like things to color. I can't color gems, or, you know, I just have a hard time with doing that. Yeah. So, like I said, not one of my favorite books, but of course I'm going to add it, keep it to my collection. Like this one. This looks like it's a bunch of stalactites, or, you know, that would be a lot of shading, in my opinion. Same with all of this. Oh my goodness. So yeah. But have to have it because I collect his books. So this is going to be a treasured book in the collection. Not only because it has May's images in it, but also, I mean, she autographed it for me. That's, yay. It just makes me feel so special. So, excuse me. So I wanted to show you those. All right, so I'm going to stop this video and then I'm going to come back and we're going to do a little bit of, I've been working on some scratch art. So we're going to do a little scratch art and read an article. But thank you again, May, for just the thoughtfulness and your kindness. And I love watching your videos. You're very talented. So thank you so much for sending this to me. I really appreciate it. All right, guys, I will see you back in 1 minute. Okay, welcome back. This is Under the Sea Super Scratch Art Pads. I got this from Amazon, and I've done one in it, kind of. But I started working on another one last night, so we're going to work on this while I read to you an article that I found on BuzzFeed. It's called 23 Products for Anyone Who's Ever Thought There's Got to Be a Better Way. So, all right, we're going to open this up. I am working on the sea turtle. Now, for those of you that have never done scratch art, scratch art is fun. I will say, for people that have arthritis in your hands or have issues with your hands, it can become bothersome after doing it for an extended period of time. So what I do is I use a metal scratcher. I know a lot of them come with a wooden one. I prefer the metal one, and I put one of my squishies on the metal scratch pen because it helps cushion my fingers. And I also have just a simple makeup brush because you're going to get a lot of black powder when you scratch stuff off, and you just, you know, brush it off. And of course it's going to go all over your dust, but whatever. You can get a paper towel, wipe it up. You know, I don't really care. It's not that big a deal to me. So, yeah, but there are all kinds of different scratch art options you can get from Amazon. There's a mandala one that I really want, but I think it's going to take like 2 months to get to me or something. I don't know. So, I started working on, or I worked on this one a little bit. This was the whale. So you can see this one has different colors in it, whereas this one seems to be so far just shades of blue. So that's a better, it's like light blue. So it goes from like a dark blue gradient up to a light blue, it looks like. So that's what we're going to work on today while I read you this article. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's doing well. It's very cold here today. It's only about 50, and it's been raining and yucky. So yeah. All right, so all you do is just take it and you just push. And under each one of these is a piece of like tracing paper, so you don't, push on to the next page while you do this. So as you can tell, well, you probably can't tell. Let's see if I can show it to you. There's a little bit of, no, it's not going to focus. It's all good. There's a little bit of black dust, so I just take that, wipe it off. So yeah. I hope everybody's doing well and, managing through the stay-at-home order if you have that. We do have that here in Virginia. We are stay at home for non-essential businesses until June the 10th, which is my birthday. Happy birthday to me. Go back to work. Yeah, so we're starting to get into the groove of it. It is quite a test, I will say, to have your spouse here in the house 24/7 with you. Definitely can be a test to the relationship, but we've managed to work through it, so that's good. As long as we have our own separate time where we do our own thing, that's fine. No big deal. So as long as I get that personal space, I am okay. How are all of you handling that with, I know a lot of you have children at home that aren't in school right now. Let me know how you're handling that. If you have a routine that you do every day to try and, minimize the boredom, so to speak, or minimize the you going crazy. Yeah. I usually have a routine of, going through all my emails and YouTube and things like that. And then I try to do at least 1 to 2 chores a day. So like cleaning wise or organizing wise, try to do that at least a couple a day. Keep me busy. Okay, so we're going to start with this article. 23 products for anyone who's ever thought there's got to be a better way. And again, this is from BuzzFeed, one of my favorite places to get articles from. Clever solutions to life's smaller problems. Okay, so number 1 is an electric egg cooker that will deliver perfectly cooked eggs with 0 guesswork, unlike boiling them over a stove. Now, let me know if any of you have that. I've never seen anything like that in my life. I've always just boiled them in water and had a hard-boiled egg. I'm not really an egg person, but I didn't even know that existed. So, yay. How many of you use an egg cooker? Or actually, how many of you even like eggs? I like them if they're scrambled or hard-boiled. I don't like fried eggs. I don't like eggs over easy. I don't, I'll eat an omelet, which I guess that's just really scrambled eggs if you think about it. But I definitely like to add things to my eggs, like mushrooms or ham or green peppers. So yeah, big fan of those. Okay, so that's number 1. Oh, apparently this cooker can make hard-boiled eggs, soft-boiled eggs, poached eggs, scrambled eggs, and individual omelets. Wow. Okay. Wow. Interesting. You can get that from Target for $17.39. Okay, number 2. This is the strangest thing to me, and tell me if anybody uses this, and I don't know how this could be a better way to do it. A wearable nail polish bottle holder. So you can work on your manicure anywhere, even if there's no table within reach. You put it on your fingers, on your other hand that you're not working on. I can see myself spilling that everywhere because I would like move my hand and it would just spill. I mean, I don't really paint my nails much anymore because we have the awesome Color Street option now. But I see that being a disaster. A disaster. Like I would totally move my hand forward and it would just tip and spill. Let me know if anybody has seen this contraption, if anybody uses it. It says it makes it easy to dip in at an angle. Okay, well, anyway, you can get that from the Grommet for $10. And you can get it in 2 colors, it says. Okay. Number 3, I think is awesome. It's a magnetic clasp converter for teeny tiny necklaces that won't connect. So like you just do a magnetic clasp on the back of the necklace, which I think that's a fabulous idea. I have a necklace like that never wants to stay clasped, and there have been many instances where I thought I was going to lose it. Yikes, yikes, you know how it goes. Okay, so that was number 3. Number 4, an adhesive pen loop to keep your planner and pen together at all times. Adhesive. So I guess you put that on the outside of your notebook, and it's just got a loop that you can put your pen in for your planner. So there you go, Shalene. I mentioned something planning related. Whee! I'm not really big into planners. I have everything on my phone as far as planning goes. So I don't have a planner. Do any of you have planners? Some people love them and think they're great. It's one more thing that can get lost, and for me to keep up with. So whenever I have like an event or something that I need to remember, I just go ahead and put it as a note in my phone, or I create an event in my calendar. That's what I do. And the nice thing about that is it transfers to all of my devices, because I have Apple devices. I know a lot of you don't care for Apple, and that's okay. But it transfers to all my devices, so I can pick up my iPad, I can look at my MacBook, and it'll be on all of them. Okay, number 5, a spill stopper, because pasta always seems to boil over the second you turn your back on it. No more. This handy spill stopper is designed to fit any pan with a diameter between 6 inches and 10 inches, made of food grade silicone. So show you a picture. Is it going to focus? There we go. Which is heat resistant, cleans up easily in the dishwasher, and is safe for use in the microwave as an overboil or steamer lid. That's actually a pretty good idea, especially when you're cooking like pasta noodles. I always have, the starch from the pasta always seems to boil over. I always have to keep a close eye on it. So that's actually a pretty good idea. You can get that from Sur La Table for $9.95. This one is a little strange. Number 6, a box of pimple patches, so you don't have to wait forever for a popped zit to heal. This will absorb most of the gunk overnight. People rave about it and say that, they have acne prone skin, and that this works really well. So if you have acne or issues with acne, this might be a product to try. You can get that from Derm Store for $6. It's a 24 pack of these little patches that you just put over the skin. Number 7, a microfiber cloth for anyone that doesn't have the energy or time for a double cleanse every night. It'll take off everything from foundation to waterproof eyeliner in a couple of wipes. Just toss it in the laundry when it gets dirty and it'll come out good as new. That's what it's showing. So it's showing the right side of her face has makeup, the left side doesn't. I don't know about that. Does anybody use a microfiber cloth? I have a, it's like an electric face cleaner with a spinny brush that I use with a cleanser. Either that or I just use, a washcloth with warm water. Let me know if anybody has used a microfiber cloth. Anyway, it says you can get that from Sephora for $20. Okay, a pot lid rack, which this to me is a fabulous idea because all of us have pots and all of us have lids, and the lids always seem to be junking up, the cabinet. And it's like you have so many different lids and blah, blah, blah. It's just like, oh my gosh, all these lids. This is a great idea. The only problem I see with this one would be you would run into it on your door. So it's a rack that you hang on the inside of either a cabinet or a door, and you can put the lids down in it like that. A pot lid rack. What you need without causing a cookware avalanche. We've all been there where we have pots and pans and the lids just all of a sudden bloop, fall out on you. Actually, I had it happen last night. So yeah, you can get that from Wayfair for $13.99. Okay, now this next one I swear by. Some of y'all might think this is weird or not appropriate, but this is great, especially for people that have some digestive issues. So, Squatty Potty. Squatty Potty is awesome because it puts you in the right position to go ahead and release your bowels. So, I don't have a Squatty Potty, but I use a little trash can that I put my feet up on. It's amazing, and you're not, straining or anything like that. So, if anybody doesn't have a Squatty Potty, just try one of your, little bathroom trash cans. Same thing. But you can get a Squatty Potty from Target for $24.99. How many of you have that? It's done wonders for me. I know that's maybe a little TMA, but that's what we do on this channel. We talk about things. Real life issues, yes. So, I've forgotten how much fun this scratch art is. It's just like cool to see how this comes out. I wish this page had more color in it. I do have other scratch art pages that I could work on, but I already started this one, so I figured, I'll just keep working on this one. Okay, yeah, Squatty Potty. You can get it from Target for $24.99. Okay, number 10, an all-natural bottle cleaning tablet so you can restore your coffee-stained thermos to a sparkling clean state. No need for a special bottle brush or even scrubbing. So apparently you put one of these tablets into one of your, like your metal Turvis or Yeti, and apparently it gets rid of your, tea, coffee stain, soda stain. You know how the metal on the inside just gets stained from your drinks? Apparently these tablets clean it. That's actually really cool. Oh, hold on. I always just, if the metal tip gets junk on it, you just brush that off. That's actually really cool. One reviewer said, I used it on a hydro flask. It had been stained black from years of coffee. After letting it sit overnight, it was perfectly silver inside, just like the day I bought it. So there you go. You can get a 12-pack of these tablets from REI for $8. 12 tablets. I guess that's good. I mean, it's under $1 a tablet. Has anybody tried these tablets, or what's your best way of cleaning out your coffee thermos? I just use soap and a brush, but I mean, I'm not getting the stain out. I'm cleaning it. I have a couple of Starbucks metal thermoses, and I've got a Yeti. In fact, I'm using my Yeti now. I love this Yeti. This Yeti is awesome. It's massive, massive. It's why I put my water in every day. Hydrate. Drink water, y'all. Okay, number 11, double shower hooks. For anyone that's ever said, but why can't I switch my curtain and liner separately? I actually have these. They're fabulous. Because all you have to do is you've got, if you can see the hooks, you have one on either side. So you can just take the cloth curtain off, go ahead and wash that, and then you can take the liner off and just trash it. I guess you could wash a plastic liner. I don't do that. I just keep them on there until they get yucky, and then I just put a new one on. But these shower rings are so awesome, because that way you don't have to struggle with getting, one off of, the hook when you've got both of them on there. So double shower hooks, they are awesome. You can get a 12-pack from Bed Bath & Beyond for $16.99. You can get them off Amazon as well. Just type in double shower hooks and you'll get a wide variety of options, probably for a lot less than Bed Bath & Beyond. That's kind of an expensive store in my opinion. They do have a lot of good things, like pillows and comforters and stuff, but yeah, they can get a little pricey. Okay. This is called a tub shroom, number 12. A tub shroom that'll catch hairs and prevent a clogged drain, all without disrupting the water flow. There's an actual website for it that it shows you about it, but that's what it looks like. Let's see if my phone will focus. So it almost looks like a spool with holes in it, and it just wraps the hair around it so the hair doesn't go down the drain. It's actually kind of a cool idea. It's a drain catcher is what it is. It says you can get it from the Home Depot for $12.99. And it's available in 5 colors because, your hair catcher for the drain needs to be in awesome colors, right? Right. Since, you're the only one that's going to see it. But that's okay. You can have a fun color for your for your drain catcher. Okay. Number 13, dye trapping sheets. For the ultimate laundry hack, you can save water, money, and time by washing colors and whites together. What? Really? Okay, so it's a color catcher sheet in your load of laundry, and you can mix white and colors. I've never had a problem with them shedding or not working, and they do the job they're intended to do. This is a good product, and I will continue to purchase. Huh. Okay, so, and it's made by Shout, and apparently you just put the sheet in with your laundry. Can you see that? Put that in with your laundry, and you can wash whites and colors together. And you can get a 24-pack of these sheets from Target for $4.49. I've never seen anything like that. Has anybody used this? Let me know in the comments below. That's interesting, because I always, I wash whites and colors separately, as I'm sure a lot of us do, just because I don't want the color transfer on the whites. I don't have a lot of things that are white other than, socks, Adam's undershirts, which, I mean, he's not wearing because he's not going to work. He's working from home. Other than that, or sheets. I mean, I have white sheets, but I use bleach on those. But yeah, that's a pretty interesting concept. Okay, number 14, a stainless steel bar so you don't have to rub your hands on the faucet to get rid of raw fish and garlic odors. What? Here's a review. I didn't believe this would work, but if you are cutting garlic or onions and rub this on your hands, it does remove the odor that soap does not. What? Really? Check this out, you guys. Hold on. So, and it's got an onion on it. Sorry for the glare. Yeah, it's just a metal stone, and apparently you put that on your hands to get rid of like onion, garlic, fishy smells. Huh. Never in my life have I seen anything like that. You can get it from Sur La Table for $10. Okay. All right, number 15, an adjustable baggie rack for holding storage bags open while you scoop food into them, which means less spillage on the counter and the floor. Oh, okay, I need this in my life. Look at that, y'all. So, you know, like when you're putting leftovers in a bag, see the rack here? It like has a V shape, and you put the bag in the middle of it, and then you can just pour whatever into the bag. That's amazing. I need that. Does anybody have that? It says Bed Bath & Beyond for $3.99. Okay. That would probably break within like 5 minutes of me using it. You watch. That is not an interesting concept, because when you're trying to put any type of anything into a Ziploc bag, it can get everywhere. See, where I live out here in the country, I can't put, we don't put anything down our disposal, but, liquid. But we don't put oil or grease or anything like that. So what I do is I'll either take it outside somewhere the dogs can't get to it and pour it, or we put it in a Ziploc bag and we just keep putting, oil and fat and stuff into the Ziploc bag until it gets full, and then we throw it away. But pouring that into a Ziploc bag, wow, it can get really messy. Really messy. What we've been doing is actually turning the bag or opening the bag and putting it into a plastic pitcher, and then just forming the bag around the pitcher, so that way you can just pour it in there and then pull it out. That seems to work pretty well. But this is a cool contraption if you're, trying to pour things. Okay, number 16. I don't understand these. It's a closed folder to make the task of folding laundry a lot more tolerable. You'll have a neat and uniform stack in no time. I just don't understand this. So it's like the two boards. Every time I think of this, every time I see this, I think of The Big Bang Theory, when Sheldon is using this to fold his clothes. Does anybody have this? Do you use it? Let me know how you like it if you have it. I don't think I'll be getting it, but interesting concept. You can get that from Bed Bath & Beyond for $23.99. Okay, number 17, a pair of meat shredding claws. So I guess when you cook meat, you have these claws. It doesn't say, I seriously doubt they're metal. They're probably plastic of some sort. But you can get them from Target for $12.99. I don't really eat a lot of shredded meat like that. I just don't. I don't know. I guess that'd be for like pork sandwiches or, some kind of, barbecue, I guess. I don't know. But anyway, I mean, it's a cool idea. cool ideas. That way you don't have to sit there and use your fingers, because you know me, I'm pretty adverse to using my fingers for anything. I just don't like getting my hands dirty. I think I said that in the last video, but yeah. Okay. Okay, number 18, a flexible tablet stand so you can doze off in the middle of a show and not have the iPad fall on your face. Okay, I need this in my life. Look at that. Can you see that? Because I lay in bed on my iPad, and I do have it's a cover that has a flip stand on it, so, but it keeps like falling backwards whenever I move, you know, my legs or the comforter or anything like that. It never stays upright. So this is actually great. Anybody have anything like that? Wonder if it actually works. No more carpal tunnel issues from holding the iPad in one hand or have it fall forward when leaning against the pillow. It's a bit bulky to store, I'll admit, but makes hands-free viewing the screen a breeze. You can get it from the Grommet for $39.95. That's pretty cool. I would probably check that out. I think you could probably find it cheaper somewhere, but we'll see. I'll look into that and let you know. Okay, number 19. Oh yes, a critter catcher with a long handle for safely remaining 2 feet away from the nope. That's what we call spiders here too, is hell no. It's far more effective than a shoe. So I know you guys have seen this. This is not a new concept. You just squeeze the trigger and it closes those bristle things at the end around the nope. Or like I said, the hell no. Yeah. I don't have that. I probably should get that. As many critters as we have out here in the country. We actually had a big hornet inside our house this morning. And I'm freaking out because I feel like if you have a hornet in your house, that means there's a nest somewhere. Like either in your attic or, oh my gosh, in the fireplace. Yeah, I'm a little nervous about that. But the funny thing is the cat actually, excuse me, the cat actually caught it. We kept hearing her like jump on the wall, like from our computer room. I was like, what is she doing? She was like attacking the wall. So Adam walked out there and it was like, oh my gosh, it's like a hornet. Like a big old hornet, and she had swatted it down off the wall, and it was on the ground, and she was just playing with it. Thank goodness it didn't sting her. So yeah, job is still good for for catching some critters. Okay, number 20, a pair of shoe stretchers to rescue your slightly too tight leather loafers, instead of asking your significant other to walk around in them for several hours. I don't know. I think that would be more entertaining to watch Adam walk around in, you know, my heels. But a shoe stretcher. So I know a lot of you know what that is. That's, you know, the wooden thing that you put down inside your shoe. I don't have any of those because I wear flip-flops or slippers pretty much all the time. You can get that from the Grommet for $48.95. Yikes. It's a pair of them. Okay, 21. Sock pairing clips that ensure single socks never get lost again in the Bermuda Triangle that is your dryer. This is kind of an interesting concept. Come on, you can do it. Focus. So it's a little hanger, and it looks like it's got like 2 rows of rubber bands, and you put the socks in between that. That's kind of cool though, because you could just have that hanging somewhere next to your dryer and then just shove the socks in it. That's actually kind of cool. How many of you lose socks to, the sock thief? I don't know how it happens. I really don't. I've lost so many socks. It's like, where do they go? Like, how do they get lost? Going from the washer to the dryer to... I usually wash my clothes and then take them out of the dryer, and I'll just grab the whole load and just throw it on my bed and fold it on my bed. But a lot of times I'll be missing socks, and I'll go back and look in the dryer. No, they're not there. So it's like, okay, look in the hamper. Did I miss it? Nope, didn't miss it. It's like, where do the socks go, people? Where do they go? Tell me where they go. I don't know, but I'd like to know. I know some of you have that issue. I can't be the only one that has an imaginary sock thief. Okay. 22, an ice cube tray with a lid so you don't have to play freezer Tetris every time you refill it. Plus it prevents the ice from tasting stale. That is an ideal solution right there. For those of you that have ice cube trays, we have an ice maker in our fridge. It recently has been deciding to freeze up though, so I may be getting some of these. Ice cube tray with a lid. Ingenious. Why are we just now coming up with these things? This should have been, as soon as they made this, ice cube tray thing, they should have made a lid for it as well, right? Am I crazy? I'm not crazy. Well, maybe a little, but okay. All right, and 23, I think this is the last thing. A de-shedding glove for a mess-free and fuss-free way to brush away the loose hair on your furry friend. Your pet will not be constantly squirming to get away. That's actually kind of a cool... I'm going to show a video. But it's a glove, and you just, pet your dog or your cat. And it gets all the hair off. Or a lot of the hair. That's kind of cool. You can get it from Target for $14.99. So yeah. Alright, so that was my article for today. I think these are great. I'm finding awesome articles. So that was 23 products for anyone who's ever thought there's got to be a better way. I've been having a lot of fun with these articles because it gives me something to talk about other than what's going on. And with me not leaving the house, I don't really have a lot of things to share. Anything new and exciting, which I normally would have if I was, out and about and doing my normal things, but I don't. So yeah. Okay, now, if you've made it to the end of this video, you're in luck. Because I'm going to ask a question. And I might put a poll up on YouTube. I'm not sure yet. I'm debating. So, I am thinking about doing some merchandise for my channel. Nothing huge or big, and it would just be a couple right now just to try out, to see how it goes. I'm also thinking of doing a membership option to my channel, and have different tiers where you get different perks. And I know a lot of people do this already, and it's something I've been looking at and thinking about. And I think it could be a lot of fun. So anyway, I'm in the beginning stages of just researching it right now, but I found some really cool merchandise options, and I'm going to show them to you. Let's see if I can get these images. Here we go. Okay. Now the first option was a mug with the Anxiety Art Adventures logo on it, which I think is really cool. This is just a regular 11 ounce coffee cup mug. But I thought this was really cool. And this is one of the ideas I'm coming up with for perks for the membership options through YouTube. So there's that option. That's the first option I've looked at. And then the other option is, see if I can get this big enough so you can see it, it's like a candy tin, like a metal tin that you could keep, like, you know, cover minders in, or you could even keep like trash drills for diamond painting in, you know, whatever you want to keep in the tin. It's a tin with the logo on it. Now, I know a lot of people are going to say, oh my gosh, you're copying, you know, patty wax. I'm not copying patty wax. This is like, you know, if somebody, same concept, if, you know, a t-shirt. A lot of people put different logos on t-shirts. It's the same thing. I'm not going to have anything in the tin. It's going to be an empty tin, just with the logo on it. So those are the two options I've looked at right now, which is just, like I said, a mug or a little candy tin with the logo on it. So I want to know what you all think. Which would you prefer, the mug or the tin? Let me know in the comments below. So if you made it this far and actually watched the video, then I will know who you are. Yeah. So I'm looking at that. The other option I'm looking at is having like a quarterly live stream for Q&A, as well as having access to a private, maybe having access to a private Discord server, where I can go in and chat with people. I don't know, all kinds of things that I'm thinking of, but looking at some merchandise just to see. Yeah, just checking it out. So anyway, all right, so I worked a little bit on that. Isn't that pretty? You got your aqua, and I know it's very shiny. I know, there you go, you can kind of see the shine in it. Apparently I've got a smudge mark there. I had lotion on my hand, so I'm giving my nails a break right now, because they're in kind of rough shape with all the cleaning and everything that I'm doing. Especially, we got groceries delivered yesterday from Publix, and what I'm doing is I am wiping everything down with a Clorox wipe that's in plastic or, you know, glass. I'm completely wiping it with a Clorox wipe. And then anything that's in cardboard, like cereal or pizza, I'm just taking those items out of the cardboard box and throwing the cardboard box away. Yeah. And of course, always washing hands when you're done with putting groceries away. So, yeah. But anyway, so that is, that's pretty much all I had to talk about today. But yeah, scratch art. Love it. And this squishy really saves your hand from hurting. It really does. Especially the wooden pencil. I couldn't do the wooden pencil. It was way too thin and it was angled strangely. But these are great. The metal tipped scratch art. You can find them on Amazon. If I remember, if I can find the link, I'll put it down below. But yeah, so that is scratch art. And like I said, this is Under the Sea super scratch art pads. So anyway, I hope everybody has a lovely day, a lovely Tuesday, and stay safe. For those of you that are new, thank you for watching. Please hit that subscribe button, ring the bell so you know when I put up videos. Could be random. Sometimes I do some driving chats. Sometimes I just decided to show you something randomly on camera. So for those of you that aren't new, thank you so much for continuing to watch. I love all of you. I really appreciate all of your support and comments on my YouTube channel. I thoroughly enjoy and look forward to reading all of the comments. It really makes my day. So thank you for those of you that comment. It's awesome to know that you guys care enough to leave a comment and that you enjoy my videos. So thank you. All right, guys, I will see you on Thursday we're going to do an unboxing of one of the many diamond paintings that I have that I can show you. So I will see you all again on Thursday. Bye, guys.